you lived in grizzly bear country, you wouldn't go for a walk without carrying one of these bad boys. The Smith & Wesson 500. This thing is a 50 cal hand cannon, and any big game or anything that would be trying to kill you, this is the ultimate defense for it. Kind of like an insurance policy. You're in good hands with the Smith & Wesson 500.
I know what you're thinking. But Ian, this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Clint Eastwood, wow. You were literally in a league of your own. You are a one-of-a-kind, badass American actor. I mean, no one will ever replace you. But the 44 Magnum, been replaced. Columbia War Machine's got the 500 Smith & Wesson. This is the new big boy on the block. And let me tell you, anyone facing this, you're not going to feel very lucky. I want to tell you, I appreciate you guys watching my channel and watching my videos. I put so much time and effort into these videos and stuff. I love making them. You know, I'm constantly getting messed with. I have videos going viral. They get stopped. Stuff gets shadow banned. I mean, it just sucks. But I have some good news on the horizon. I've been nominated for Most Entertaining Content Creator of the Year. This is from the Gundie Awards. It's kind of like the Academy Awards for YouTube. I need you guys to go vote for me. I have the link. I'm going to put it in the description and in the comments. I need you to go on it. You vote for me. You can vote once a day till December 15th. And hopefully I can make the top 5 and make my way to Vegas. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Sponsor today, RMA Armament body plates. This is a level 4 body plate. We're going to shoot it with a bunch of different rounds. We're going to show you what it'll stop and what it won't. RMA offers a full 10x12 edge-to-edge protection. Most Chinese plates are not edge-to-edge. They have a foam ring surrounding the plate to fill in the gap. These are 100% made in the USA from American-made materials. RMA is also the first armor company to manufacture and sell true female armor plates direct to the public. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot that body armor with 9mm to show you it's stopping it. Right, hit it. We knew it was going to stop it, but we just wanted to show you. So now we're going to shoot it with a 5.56 round with an AR. Definitely penetrated a little bit more, but it stopped it. Nothing. Now we're going to test it against an AK-47, the bad guy gun. 9mm, 223, AK-47. Ooh, that did a little bit more damage. It dented it in. You can see that, but it didn't go through. It stopped it. Now we're gonna do 308 and see what it do from 50 yards away. Okay, so this is 9mm, 5.56, 7.62 by 3.9 AK, and that's the 308 round. So it definitely made a big hole, and it definitely dented the body plate, but it didn't go through it. It stopped it. 50 yards away, it stopped the 308. RMA armament, definitely, and these are nice and light. Way lighter than normal, at least a half-pound lighter than normal plates this size. So what do you think? It did a pretty good job stopping it, didn't it?
You'd be hurting, but
Well,
it definitely
hey,
stopped.
I thought of a good idea for this. You see how this bulges out? He's got a bad hump on his back. So if this was on his back and we shot that, it would actually knock his hump in and make him normal again. Tried the other calibers. Now let's try the 500 Smith & Wesson 50 cal hand cannon versus plate and see if it holds up. Since they say they are the king's armor, we are going to put a good little test here. Welford American's going to hold this right in front of him. I'm going to shoot it with the 500. We're going to see if it stops it. What do you think, buddy? Yeah, how confident are you? Well, after a call to our insurance company, they didn't think it was a good idea, so we'll just go back to test number 1. 500 Smith & Wesson for his body armor plate. Let's see if it'll stop it. Whoa. So we hit this with the 500, right there, a little low, but it stopped it. I mean, it blew it out the bottom. Shot number 2. So we hit it again. Look at that hole, I can put my finger in it. Stopped it though. Bulged it out in the back, but it stopped it, so not bad. 500 Smith & Wesson at close range, it stopped it 2 times in a row. These are the 3 calibers we're gonna be testing today. 9mm, the most common round, 357 Magnum, and 500 Smith & Wesson, the 50 cal hand cannon. So now we're doing the wood test. We're using 2x10s treated. We're gonna shoot these things with each caliber. You're gonna see the entry hole and the exit hole to see what kind of damage it does to wood. Then we're gonna line up like 5 or 6 of these in a row on here, and we're gonna see how many each round will shoot through, what kind of penetrating power it has. Have Kevin start off with the 9mm. We're gonna see what kind of damage it does to a 2x10. Go ahead. Okay. Now we got the Welford American with the 357 Magnum versus wood. Yeah. 500 Smith & Wesson versus 2x10 wood. Yeah. Here we go. Here's the 500, 357, 9mm. You can definitely see a bigger hole. Let's check out the back. 9mm, 357, 500. Definitely more damage. I mean, you can see it just rip more through. So the more it's going to go through, the more damage it's going to do. Now we're going to put several of these in a row and see how much penetrating power each one has. 2x10 spread apart here. We already seen what it looks like them going through one. We're going to see how many each round will go through. See what kind of penetrating power they have. Kevin's going to start off with the 9mm here. Through all the 2x10s. Let's see how far it'll go through. I think it's going to go through 2 of them. What do you think?
Maybe 3.
Okay, let's see what happens. 2, 3, and it stopped in the 3rd one. So it basically went through 2.5. The bullet is actually stuck inside the 3rd one. Not bad. I thought it would be about 2, and he thought 3, right in the middle. Yeah, 357 time. Now it's Peach with the 357 through 2x10s. So here's Welford American shot it with the 357. Here's the bullet that actually bounced up on here, which is crazy, but come check this out. So it went through 1, 2, it went into the 3rd one, and then bounced out. I would have thought for sure the 357 would have went through like 4 or 5 of these if the 9mm went through 2.5, but it did exactly the same. That's crazy. Let's see what happens with the 500. 500. There's the 357. There's the 9mm. Those two are almost identical. You could see the 500 difference. Let's see how many it went through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come check this out. It went through 5. I would have thought the 357 would have went through maybe as much, if not more. So I could say I'm pretty disappointed. I really thought the 357 would at least been second place. It tied the 9mm, went through 2 totally, and into the third one. So did the 9mm. The 500 went into 5, which, I mean, 357, you hear that's a very powerful round. But I think the difference could be, and I'm going to show you this real quick. So here we go. We got a 9mm and a 357. The 9mm bullet is definitely more aerodynamic. That could make it penetrate a little bit further through than this hitting it flat on. That's the only thing I'm thinking, because this is definitely way more powerful. So the good thing about the 500 Smith & Wesson, even when you're out of ammo, this thing is such a beast, it still makes a great weapon. All right. Well, for America, it might be some collateral damage, but for the test, it's well worth it. So now we have a ballistic dummy from Ballistic Dummy Lab. You know I shoot lots of these. These things are awesome. Ballistic Dummy Lab's awesome. Check them out. We are gonna, with this test, we're gonna take a 9mm. We're gonna shoot it execution style, point blank range, see what kind of damage it'll do. Then we're gonna do the same thing with a 500 Smith & Wesson, my Dirty Harry, and see what kind of damage it'll do. So here we are, we got a 9mm. We got this bad guy. We're about to execute him and see what it'll do. Then we'll try the 500. Hit it right in the teeth. Definitely hit it. Here we go. Bleeding. Let's try it one more time here. One more time. Ready? Oh, we shot with the 9mm. I literally put like 5 shots into its head. A little bit of damage, and if you go around back here, it's bleeding, and we put a little hole in the back of its head. Something tells me the 500 Smith & Wesson is going to do way more damage. So I was a little disappointed with the 9mm execution style. Now we're going to use the Columbia War Machine Dirty Harry 500 Smith & Wesson. I have a feeling we're not going to be disappointed this time. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do ya? So that one, what a difference. One shot did way more damage than 5 with the 9mm. We're gonna hit it one more time just for the hell of it. So that's the one we shot with the 9mm. I'm gonna back up about 5 feet further and shoot it and see if it blows the head apart any better. So now we have a styrofoam alien head, which Kevin is going to blow that head apart with the 500 Smith & Wesson. I've warned the aliens before about coming here and getting aggressive. Now we're going to teach them a lesson, execution style. Kevin made short work of that alien. We are definitely not afraid of them aggressive aliens. We've taught them a lesson plenty of times. You think they'd learn? Prepare to dine in hell!